I think nuclear power is really interesting. And I think the answer to how do we achieve net zero is always everything and. So we will need hydrogen, we will need renewables, we'll need hydrogen, we'll need nuclear. So what we've seen in nuclear power is that over the past few decades, it's been globally a bit unloved. And what that means is that there hasn't been a lot of new investment in it. As I understand, it's not an attractive industry, so you don't get the young engineers wanting to join it and learn it. And because of that, over the last year, there was a lot of maintenance shutdowns of the French nuclear plants, which actually had a material impact on energy prices in Europe at the same time when there's the Ukraine war crisis. I do think nuclear will be part of a solution, but it's going to be in certain countries and in certain areas. There hasn't been new large-scale nuclear plants built for a long time. It means building these can be quite challenging because people don't really know how much they're going to cost. So it becomes a big risk for investors and likely needs to be done by large governments, like the French government, perhaps, to get these technologies back to a place when they know they're implementable. A lot of work is also being done on small modular reactors, and they will likely, I expect, have a place in the future somewhere. Renewables are a lot cheaper at this point in time, and I expect they'll always be there. But the challenge of renewables is always, what if there is a renewable drought, a wind drought, or the sun isn't shining? And so to have sources of electricity which you can keep on all the time, you will be willing to pay a premium for those. And that's where hydrogen may play a role in producing electricity, or also nuclear. However, we've still got the question of why there's so few females that actually enter investments and why even less reach to the top. So clearly there's a lot of still embedded biases that we have at our society and our investment firms that have enabled this and sort of keep this from happening. But one thing I've found that really positive improvement and to allowing females to progress is about males and giving males access to and culturally accepting their role as paternity leave and primary carers leave. And I see this as really having two key effects. One, it allows the partner, the female, to go back to their work with support at home if they have children. And secondly, it really changes, I think, how females are viewed in the workplace when males start taking paternity leave. Because there seems to be no question that if a male can take paternity leave, they can come back and still have a fulfilling career. And so I think that's really changed the way women are looked at when they come back from having children, or how women are looked at when they have children. And that's been a really strong positive. But clearly, we still have a long way to go to get to anything close to equality at those senior levels.